Hi, everybody. Just recently, we had this amazing discovery of these 4 and 1 more of the amazing photographs of a U.S. stealth fighter interacting with Semyaze's UFO. Photographs taken in the late 70s or perhaps early 1980s in America. And that means either in California or at Area 51. We're going to be finding that out. But right on the heels of that, I get some more fascinating information to me because most people know about the so-called Pendulum UFO. And that's the 1975 film, the first one by Billy Meier, where a UFO circles a tree. And of course, the skeptics quickly said, this is obviously a pendulum. It's obviously a little model floating around and they're swinging it around. And it's really laughable. Why do you want to fool us with this type of thing? However, it turns out that there's a little bit more to the story. Now, we know that Francisco Velate, also known as Raul Zahi, did a comprehensive report and an analysis on the pendulum UFO in 2014. You're seeing a little bit of that here. But there's something about this that he discovered only recently. Now, here's one of the photographs, included a frame where the ship is whipping around. He used some form of technology here. I didn't read it carefully, so I'm not going to describe it to you. I'll provide the link to this analysis. But here you see the path in one take of the UFO above and circling around the tree. Now the skeptics said, well, we investigated and there was no tree there. So Billy Meier must have set this up with a model tree and a little model UFO. Well, in a sense, the skeptics were right, because turns out there's no tree there. Not when the people from Nippon TV came to film and interview Billy about this rather remarkable clip. And Billy didn't explain too much. I think he said, well, maybe the tree was removed in time or whatever. But the fascinating part of this to me is that this film, this UFO circling a tree, Billy Meier did film it in 1975. And Raul Zahi's recent investigation into this shows that the UFO circling the tree was indeed filmed in 1975, but the tree was not there until 30 years later in 2005. Now, there's some explanations about this that Raul Zahi offers up in his new article that is linked from this video. I suggest you take a look and read it. Remember, there is no doubt that this film was made. There's no doubt, based even on his 2014 analysis, there's a real tree and a real UFO. But there's also no doubt that the tree was not there in 1975. The prospect that this was actually beamed back in time from the future is one of the amazing possibilities. So why don't you take a look at that, figure it out for yourself, and contemplate just what might be going on as the Plejaren extraterrestrials start to really give us more to chew on, even with older evidence, making us think this through a little bit more. Now, for those of us that have already determined that the case is authentic and the evidence is authentic, we're still trying to figure out how they did this one. So why don't you join us? Click on the link.